Welcome to the second Take and Make for Teens for the month of March. Today we're going to be doing a upcycled mini terrarium using an empty 2-liter bottle. You do want to have a clear bottle. When you come to the library, you're going to get a bag with instructions, and you're going to get some seedlings. The plants here, they're oregano, cilantro, basil, parsley, and I've given you a grown basil. So let me show you what you're going to get in your bag today. So you're going to get some other seeds. One of them that is quick growing is a mixed greens. It's a cat treats. So that kind of like a grass. I've also added an assorted herb one. So if something happens to these, you can start your own. You also get some rocks and a little bit of moss. If you have some other moss growing in your yard, you can use that. And some dirt. So the first thing you're going to want to do, and you're going to need to have your own bottle, so that, and like I said, you do want it to be clear, and you do want to have a top on it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is kind of cut the bottle in half. So you need a pair of scissors, and if you have like a box cutter, that might work well, but as you saw, I was able to do it with the scissors. So cut it in half. Alrighty, now I have where we're going to put our stuff. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put your rocks in the bottom, just so that your dirt's not sitting in water. I'm just going to take my moss out of here. I didn't feel like wasting bags, so I kind of put it all together. You should have enough to fill up the bottom. And you probably want to have something underneath you. I have a piece of cardboard right here, okay? And because, let's face it, the dirt's going to get everywhere. All right, the next thing you want to do is put some dirt in here, about 4 inches deep. So it's going to come up fairly far. And you might find it a little clumpy, so you might want to, push it around, squish it a little bit before you put it in there. Whoops, and like I said, I put a piece of cardboard here because I knew I was going to end up spreading some of it around. All right, and you might use it all, you might not. I think I'm going to just stop there for this one. So in this case, now I'm going to take my ones. And the smallest ones here are the oregano. And I will tell you, I started these about 3 weeks ago. So I was really kind of afraid they weren't going to come up at all. And they have. So you can just kind of, well, actually, I think I will put the basil in. And I made little paper pots for you. So I'm going to put the bigger basil right in the middle. So you might want to just kind of make an indent and stick them in. And again, you might want to keep some of the dirt aside for later on. He's a little sad because I broke him apart the other day, so he's a little traumatized right now. So I'm going to take the other little herbs that I have, and like I said, I'm going to put them on the side, so hopefully that they'll grow. And again, sometimes when you transplant stuff, they get a little sad looking for a couple days. And these got a little leggy, but that's okay. I'm going to put these guys over here. I'm going to poke down. Now you can either use a pencil, a chopstick or something, or your finger. You saw me use my finger. And then this last one here is the, I think this one is the cilantro, and I think this one here is the oregano. So it could be kind of a guessing thing. I had one in this particular 4-pack that did not come up. Usually when you have seed packs, you can look on the back and they'll tell you how their germination rates are. So once you put everybody in there, and I'm not going to put any of the mixed greens in here right now. I'm hoping, well, maybe I'll put, no, I'm not going to do it right now. And then what you want to do next is, I just have a spray bottle, but I'm just going to take the cover off and put some water in here right now. So you want it wet, but not soaking, okay? And then, like I said, I gave you a little bit of moss. And you can just kind of put that around, just kind of, add a little pretty to it. If you have some in your yard, you can put it. You can also put it between the rocks and the soil. Okay, so once you have your plants in there, I made a mess here. You are going to put the top part on. But what you might have to do is slit it up a little bit so that it will fit over. Let me see. Because we're going to kind of stretch it a little bit. Hopefully my basil is going to perk up a little bit more. pull this out a little bit. And you basically, once you put this on here, you're not going to take it off again. So you kind of push it in a little bit. Let me pull this one. I just have one little part that's not going out okay. Okay, so now I have it kind of closing, and you really want to kind of get your label off, okay? So, it's all together now. We've watered it, and it's going to do okay, and you're going to start seeing water droplets around it. You don't want to put it in direct sunlight because it'll burn, and it won't do very well. So, and if you see it's getting a little dry, as opposed to taking the top off, because that's a little hard, all you need to do is either spray down, right? Spray down a little bit, or even dribble some in. Again, you don't want it to get too wet, and keep your top on it, and hopefully your plants will grow. And if these don't do so well, I did give you some other seeds. And I will tell you, most of these take about a week, about 2 weeks to get started. And like I said, these ones here, the mixed greens for cats, it's kind of like a grass seed, so it'll grow well. You could also put flowers in there, but I want to kind of keep with the herb theme here. So again, there are limited sets of these, so I hope you enjoy it and have fun growing. Thank you. And there is a little information about some of the science behind it, and saying that it's, you know, it's a closed system, and how the plant is basically helping itself. So I do hope you enjoy it, and you have a great day.